Today we have to learn the math subject, and in 10th standard the math subject is already divided in two parts. The first part is called as maths 1 and the second part is called as maths 2. So when we going to study the maths 1 and maths 2, first we have to know that the weightage of chapters given in maths 1 and maths 2. So in maths 1, so there are 6 chapters. So in maths 2 there are 7 chapters. For 40 marks paper, the maths 1 we have to learn 6 chapters, and for 40 marks theory paper in maths 2 we have to learn 7 chapters. Now we have to discuss the chapter one by one. The first chapter is a linear equation in two variables. So this concept is not new for you. This is already in 9th standard, that is linear equation in one variable. In 9th standard only the linear equation in one variable, but here there are two variables. When we going to solve the equation in one variable, we find out the value of only x or y. But in 10th standard, when we going to find out the value of variable, that is x and y. But when we going to find out the value of x and y, we have two equations, and that two equations are always simultaneous. But what is simultaneous? We don't know what is simultaneous. Simultaneous equation means the two equation which having the value of x and y same. So that equations are all called as simultaneous. In 10th standard, the all equations are given, that equations are already simultaneous. So don't care about that. So only we have to know that how to solve that linear equations. Now to solve the linear equation, there are different methods are there. The one method is to equalizing the coefficient, we can solve this equation. The second method is we can solve the equation by the Cramer's rules also. And another method is that is called as graphical method. By using the graph, we can solve the simultaneous equation, that is find out the value of x and y. So we have to learn the three methods how to solve the simultaneous equation in first chapter, linear equation in two variable. And this chapter is a lengthy chapter and it carries 12 marks. So now we go to the second chapter. The second chapter is quadratic equation. So in previous class also you already learned the concept of quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation? The general formula for quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and b and c are real numbers. So then that equation is called as quadratic equation. The power of maximum power of variable is 2, then it is called as quadratic equation. Okay, and this is also a lengthy chapter, an important chapter. This carry 12 marks in your board paper. So now we come to the third chapter, that is arithmetic progression. It is called as AP. This is new for you. This concept is new for you. You not learn this concept in previous year also. So you have to learn this new concept in 10th standard. This chapter is called as arithmetic progression. There are different types of progression, but only in 10th standard you have to know what is the arithmetic progression, what is the sequence, and how to solve the terms in arithmetic progression. Here you get two or three formulas. One is to find out the term in the equation, in the sequence, and then you have to find out the sum of the terms in a equation, say a sequence. So these two formulas you have to learn, and by these two formulas you can get the maximum mass, that is 8 mass. Now you come to the fourth chapter, that is called as financial planning. We already learned the financial planning chapter in your 9th standard, and you know about the financial planning. Now only in 10th standard some different concepts are there in financial planning, that is what is GST, how to find out the GST, that is share market and the dividend in a share market. All these things are you have to learn in this financial planning, and find out the discount as well as dividend, and how to get the shares and what is the dividend on share. All these things are you have to find out in a financial planning. This is also an important chapter and it carries 8 marks. Now the fifth chapter, that is called as probability. This is also new concept for you, and we not learn that chapter in previous classes. So this probability, this is only for 8 marks and it is easy chapter. And in this probability only you learn the 3 exercise. When you learn 3 exercise perfectly, then you get the 8 marks, and it is very easy and scoring chapters. Every students also get the maximum marks in this chapter, so it is very easy chapter. Now we come to the last chapter, that is statistics. You already know what is statistics and the different concept in statistics. So in 9th standard also, the last chapter is statistics. In that chapter we already learned how to find out the mean, median and mode of a different data, that is a primary data or secondary data. But only we learn how to find out mean, median and mode in ungrouped data in the 9th standard. So now you have to find out the mean, median, mode, the same thing, that is central tendencies of the data by group data. So data is given group, now you have to find out the mean, median and mode from that data. But here mean you can find out by 3 methods. So the first method is called the direct method, and by this method you can find out the mean. And the second method is called as assumed mean method. By using this method also you can find out the mean. And lastly, the last method, that is very important method, that is called a step deviation method. And in that step deviation method you can find out the mean. So when we want to find out the mean, there are 3 methods. If in exam a particular name of method is given, then you can find out by that method only. But there is no, the name of method is given, then only you can find out the mean by a direct method. The direct method is there, so by using that direct method you can find out the mean of that data. But now next, the second central tendency, that is called as median. So when data is given, that is given data is grouped, it means the classes is given, a frequency is given, then you can find out the median by only one method, and one formula is there. By that formula you can find out the median. So last you have to find out the mode. In 9th standard we already find out the mode, but it is very easy. The number which is repeated maximum time, that number is called as mode. So it is in ungrouped data. But now the data is given group. So by using that group data you can find out the mode by using a formula, that is mode formula is there. When we substitute the value of all the quantities given in the frequency table, you can get the mode by using that formula. So this carries 8 marks. And the last chapter, the last chapter, that is statistics, that is carried 12 marks. And in statistics we also learn how to draw the pie diagram by using the given data, and frequency polygon also you have to learn in this chapter. So this is also a very important chapter. These 3 chapters carry 12, 12, 12, and these 3 chapters carry 8, 8, 8. So total marks are with option, that is 60 marks, and without option the total marks are 40. So in this way we have to cover the maths 1, and then we come to the second part, that is maths 2 part. In maths 2 it is geometry, and the maths 2 having a total 7 chapters. You have to learn 7 chapters to get the 40 marks. So in first chapter, that is similarity. So in similarity some theorems are there. So BPT theorem is there, important theorem is there, and all these theorems are important in similarity, and the proofs are there, some sums are there. So you have to learn this similarity by that using that theorems and that all formulas. So it carries 10 marks. Now second chapter is Pythagoras theorem. They are related to each other. The Pythagoras theorems also having the theorems, different theorems are there. The Pythagoras theorems is there, but in these both chapters, similarity in Pythagoras, we can't learn that converse of these theorems. That is the Pythagoras theorem, the converse of Pythagoras theorem, and as well as the theorem given. So after that it carries 7 marks. So it is also important. The similarity is more important from the Pythagoras theorem. Now you come to the third chapter, that is circle. So the chapter circle we already learned in 9th standard also. Some basic concept we learn already, that is radius, then diameter, then circumference, all these 10. And here you have to learn the tangent, that secant, what is the relation between tangent and secant, what is the tangent, and different theorems are there. So by using that theorems you can solve the sums given in this circle. And circle is very important chapter. The circle is lengthy chapter. It take more time to cover this chapter. So you have to use a maximum time to study this. So after this we have to come to the fourth chapter, that is called as geometric construction. So from previous many year we already know what is the construction, how to construct the different types of figures. That is called a geometric construction. In this geometric construction in 9th standard also you learn the different figures, how to draw the triangles, how to draw the medians, okay, then how to draw the circumcircle, incircle, all these things. The similar way in 10th standard also a geometric construction chapter is there, but it is very easy chapter. In this chapter only how to draw the tangents. There are 3 types of tangents you have to draw. The first is draw the tangent to the circle given the point on the circle with using the center, and as well as the second type is draw the tangent to the circle on the given point on the circle and without using the center, and the third is draw the tangent to the circle using the center, but the point is not given on the circle, it is outside the circle, so you have to draw the tangent. And then you have to draw the similar triangles. There are 2 types of you have to draw the similar triangles. One is the 2 different triangles are there and you have to construct 2 different triangles by using this theorem of similarity. And the second is the 2 triangles but they having a same coordinate, one same coordinate, how to draw that triangle by using the similarity. So you can, this chapter also carries the 7 marks and it is very easy chapter, it is mark scoring chapter also. So now you come to the 5th chapter, that is coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry, this chapter is already in 9th standard also. So now you have to learn this coordinate geometry in 10th also, but here in 10th standard you have to find out the slope of the line as well as you have to find out the slope of parallel lines, and the different formulas are there, 5-6 formulas are there. When you know that formula you can find out the different sums and find out the values of that sums, okay. So it carries also 7 marks. So now you come to the 6th chapter, that is trigonometry. So you already know what is the trigonometry. There are basic 6 formulas in the trigonometry, that is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cosec theta, and the different formulas related to that. Only in 9th standard we will know the 3 formulas, that is sin, cos, tan, but now in 10th standard it is again the 3 formulas are there, that is cot, sec and cosec, and the inverse of that all formulas and relation between the formulas. So total 14 formulas are there in this geometric that is trigonometry, and if you know perfectly these 14 formulas, then by using these identities you can solve the sums in trigonometry. Only 2 exercises are there. The first exercise is somewhat hard to you, but when you know the formulas it is easy, and the second exercise that is only on the application basis, and by using these applications you can find out the different values, that is height of the church, height of the building, then the different applications are there which is always used in navy also. So all these formulas you can learn, and when you learn this formula you can get the answer, you can find out the different quantities, that is carries 7 marks. This 6th chapter carries 7 marks. Now you come to the last chapter, that chapter is mensuration. So you already know the concept of mensuration. Means in mensuration we find out the surface area, then volume, curved surface area. Okay, so different types of areas are there, you can find out by the different formulas, and the formulas are already you know in 9th standard. Some different formulas which are in 10th standard we can give you that formulas. By using that formula you can find out the surface area, volume, curved surface area, total surface area, all these things. And mainly in this mensuration, it is very important chapter in this geometry, because similarity is having 10 marks, as well as this last chapter is having 10 marks, and that circle only having the 12 marks. Means these 3 chapters are very important. This carries 10 marks, this carry 12 marks, and this carry 10 marks. So mensuration is very important to you. So in mensuration you have to find out the total surface area of cuboid, cube, then cylinder, cone, then okay. Okay, now this is all for all chapters, that is for maths 1 and maths 2. Now after this we have to go to learn what is the board pattern for algebra and geometry. Okay, so thank you. Now we come to the next lecture on that board pattern. Thank you all.